So what's all this I hear about Marcelo Rodriguez pressing charges in court against everyone who's innocent in a case? The fact is, back in around 2006 or between 2005 and 2000 whatever, Marcelo Rodriguez introduced masturbation and pornography and prostitution to school, and everyone flopped that day. Northwestern Community School was back in 2006. He introduced prostitution and pornography, and all these men started watching pornography and fucking prostitutes. That's the truth of the case. So Marcelo Rodriguez is guilty as charged. He's guilty as charged. He ain't no plaintiff. The curse of Allah is on him and his family for what they perpetrated against us and how long they are persistent in their defiant disobedience against Allah. To clarify, Marcelo Rodriguez is not the plaintiff, he's the defendant in the case. The words of curse of Allah upon him for perversion of the course of justice and all sorts. Prostitution, racketeering, criminal corruption, bribery, attempted this, that and the other, all sorts. Truth! Truth! The worst of curse of Allah upon all those who aid Iblis against me. This is a curse that will last for abiding eternity. See you on Yamuddin where I'll repeat it. Same thing I said to you today. Kun fayakun. Sadaqallah al-azim. Tabarakasmu rabbika zu jalali wa ikram. The fact of the matter is, the onus is upon the government of every single country and nation on earth to illegalize pornography, to make pornography prosecutable, and to actually make amends for the damage onto people's eyes, ears and hearts. The fact of the matter is, the onus is upon the government of every single country and nation on earth to illegalize pornography, to make pornography prosecutable, and to actually make amends for the damage onto people's eyes, ears and hearts. The problem I'm having is that some kind of force or some kind of physical flesh and blood entity keeps raping me in the hips all day long, all night long, and it doesn't give up. I tell it, no, stop doing that, stop doing that, stop doing that. I tell it to fuck off all day long, all night long, and it still keeps raping me in the hips. Still keeps raping me in the hips until it gets me to do some black tantric shit, which I don't want to do. It's all by coercion and force. And look where I have mental health. Thinking through if it's really mental health that they're after, yeah. Why is sexual health is not? Why is sexual health not addressed? Because sexual health and mental health is the same thing. The porn industry is guilty as charged of crimes against humanity. Psychiatry is guilty as charged of crimes against humanity. All of psychiatry is a war crime. It's a war crime scene. That means all individuals perpetrating the porn industry and perpetrating psychiatry are each charged with guilt. They're guilty as charged for crimes against humanity and war crimes. That means all the individuals perpetrating and propagating the porn industry and psychiatry are each and every one of them guilty as charged of crimes against humanity and war crimes. That's the truth. Sadaqallah al-azim. Tabarakasmu rabbika zu jalali wa ikram. Kun fayakun. Lakum likul ad-din. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Here's my problem. I am a white tantra master. I'm a Jiva Muxi, living enlightenment. Now, what's happened is that the system picks up on this, and at the age of 20, I was routed into mental hospital against my wishes and wills. It was a known event in the streets, right around the corner from my mother's house. I wanted to set out to practice and master the white tantric path from pursuing the brahmacharya, not in Hinduism but in Islam. Celibacy, tantric celibacy is the path I chose. Some people took not offense. Some people had their mind against it. Then they set out on a plan to turn away from the holy white tantra. Now I'm stuck in a sexual slavery situation. I'm getting no relief, no nothing. Every day they're medicating me, causing me trouble and ruckus, all in effect to affect my family bloodline's evolution, and to carry on the consciousness viruses, carry on the generational curses and consciousness viruses to propagate down the chain. I'm fed up with this, so I'm making this video. So now, what's requisite is that I get released, I'm back to my family, get to practice my white tantra, get to master my mimosa wholesale shamanism. Not necessarily money, just do my charity work, sadaqah jariyah, zakah, salah, Sadaqah, Saum, Hajj, the traditional 5 pillars of Islam. I wanted Islam. I seek repose in Allah. I seek refuge in Allah from all that they describe against my soul. Because I know I'm not that. They're forcing it upon me. Their sexuality, their base black tantric sexuality. It's evil what they're doing. It's evil what they're doing. I'm not the only one. So now these medications, they're antichrist. They're Dajjal in the pill. The Dajjal in the pill. I tell my family this every time. I haven't told them that they're Dajjal in the pill yet, but I will do so inshallah next time I see them. And the problem is with this psychiatry is that it's in its inherency, it denies Allah. It denies Allah, and it goes about playing God. So then they up the medication, they put down the medication. They up the medication, they increase it more. They up the medication, they up the medication, they make their money. They espouse their social ideologies, and their social ideologies are always wrong. So what is anyone supposed to do? Think it through. So, Auzubillahi minash shaitanir rajim, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Subhanallah Malik Khatib. I'm a yogi. I'm against the sexualization of yoga. That's why I don't do asanas that much, because it just gets noticed for what it is, blah blah blah, showing flashing of the body, this and a flashing of the assets. I don't like it whatsoever. So now then I'm asking Jiva Mukti Yoga to step up and return to the Quran. Stop espousing false Hindu beliefs. Stop espousing false Judaic or Christianic beliefs. Come to Islam, which contains Judaism, Christianity, Hinduism, and Buddhism, and all the other religions in one go. It has the truth about every single path. Come to Islam, Mubin. Now, the crux of the matter is that Islam is the only white tantric religion there is. You can see it in the espousal of the niqab, the burqa, the headscarf, the hijab, for example, the well-covered persons, as opposed to the second Jahiliyyah in the West, where everyone's just running out, flaunting their assets, and that making a display of themselves. We'll put two and two, I'll carry on this video series in due time. Thank you. Thank you for hearing me out. Ana Mohammed Afikur Rahman, Ana Rasulullah al-Akhir.